Yo, it's actually kind of funny. I'm overcoming my vlogging fear by sitting in a park by myself, talking to myself. It actually looks so nice outside. I almost want to go for a walk, but it's also like -7. And today I'm kind of taking a rest day from all of the things. First, we are going to have our energy drink. These honestly taste so good, so. Oh, it spilled everywhere. Cheers. So the internet sold me on a lens, and I want to give it a go today. So that's kind of why I wanted to film. So right now, the lens that I'm shooting on, I can't have an ND filter on the front. You have to put it behind the lens. It's so annoying to have to like take your lens off, switch your ND filter, etc. And on top of that, I had to like DIY the ND filters out of just like filter paper. The whole concept of having like a silly paper that I have to like take in and out, my elevated experience no longer feels like an elevated experience. It just seems like a hassle. Literally the purpose of this vlog today is to test this new lens, which I'm about to put on right now. Oh my goodness. Yo, that looks wide. I want to know what this image quality looks like when I actually take it out of camera. It looks like there's like a lot of vignetting. That does not look great. So this is the lens, straight out of box, but that vignetting does not, that vignetting does not look good. The field of view is like kind of nice, to be honest, but I see that there's like, wait, there's like some vignetting, which I don't love. I put some active stabilization on just so that would like come in a little bit. This, that doesn't look great. And also I had to crank my shutter up. I have an ND filter. I'm gonna give that a go. Okay, so I put my ND filter on and I just realized that this is also an issue. I'd have to do like this mega crop in post. Yeah, I don't know if I love this. Actually, I don't love this at all. Oh, and when you like move from side to side, you get even worse vignetting. Oh my God, that's terrible. Okay, I'm gonna put this in post and I'm gonna see if I hate it or if it's something that I can work with. Because the lens is like really light, which is really nice. Like I'm holding the lens like super close to me. Normally I have to like hold it out here. Now I'm like, so for the rest of this vlog, I'm just going to be doing the exact same things that I would typically do. Nothing exciting. I just want to test this lens out, see if it's something that I would want to keep, and whether or not after I crop in and post, whether the footage is usable. And then I thought that I would just chat about some of the things that I've been focusing on and thinking about in the last little while. But yeah, let's go. All right, let's put this here. So I finished my degree many years ago. And I just didn't want to have to pay for the piece of paper that you get. This piece of paper, it is like a piece of, can you hear that? Cardstock. This cost me $125. Now what? What am I supposed to do with this? Woo! Party. So I'm debating going for a walk. It looks really nice outside. It looks nice, but looks are deceiving. So I've been battling a fear. It sounds stupid. Vlogging, unless it's for like a specific event, it's not like a popular thing here. Definitely been a little hesitant. So I'm gonna try and like slowly get over this fear with my very vignetted lens. I put my jacket on, one step closer to conquering my fear. I just need to convince myself to leave. Oh boy, my dead cat literally looks like my code. It's perfect. Okay. Okay, sometimes you do what you gotta do. And I've changed my shutter. Oh my goodness, I did not think about this. This is terrible. Okay, I see a bench. I'm gonna go sit on the bench. Yo, it's actually kind of funny. I'm overcoming my vlogging fear by sitting in a park by myself, talking to myself. A few things that I've been thinking about. One, I feel like sometimes we need to get out of our comfort zones. Vlogging is not the culture where I live at all. It's kind of like a mind your own business and don't do anything to stand out. And I'm not even trying to stand out, but I do think that being outside of your comfort zone is super important, and just to do things that challenge yourself, because otherwise you just stay exactly the same. And what is the point in staying exactly the same? You have like X number of years to do the exact same thing. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Why limit yourself to the norms of others? I think about that a lot. And that's kind of like also why I want to like get out of the box. And I don't want to just not do something because I'm scared of doing it, or I don't want to not do something because other people don't do it. Like, I just want to do what I want to do. Okay, but on another note, I can hardly see my screen, but now that I see, there's like a tree coming out of my head, which is fine. And also, how are we feeling about this lens? I'm at 1/25 hundred of a second. Oh, little dog's coming. So I've been thinking, why limit yourself to the expectations of others, and why limit yourself based on what the norm is around you? And so if I want to go and shoot outside, I shouldn't care whether people are like staring at you. Most people are not staring at you out of judgment. They're just staring at you because you're doing something different. So I just need to get over my own fears, basically. Yo, I feel like this is a therapy session. Therapy session in the park by myself with a dog and another woman sitting somewhere behind me. Though truthfully, it is so bright outside that I can hardly tell what my exposure is. I can like sort of see the zebras, but the light is just like reflecting so hard on the screen that I can't see anything. So this could just end up being like the worst footage ever. I guess we'll find out. I think what I'm trying to figure out is it worth keeping this lens? Because once the crop is done, it just kind of becomes like my other lens, in my opinion, but like maybe with lesser quality. So the only benefit of really keeping this is that it's cheap and I can carry it around and it's light. So once I got home from my walk, I sat down and I edited some of the footage just to see kind of what it looks like compared to my current lens, which is the 14mm. The 11mm, which is what I've been testing out, it is very small. It is super lightweight. I feel like it's so easy to carry around. I put my camera in active stabilization and it kind of takes away a lot of the vignetting. However, there is still remaining vignetting. And then once I put the ND filter on it, oh my God, it's kind of like a microscope. I left some clips in just to kind of show what it looked like with the ND filter on. And I hate it. I really do not like the look. So once I crop in past the vignetting of the ND filter, the footage actually looks nice. Like the image quality looks really nice. However, it's a wide angle lens for the sake of being a wide angle lens. But then if you end up cropping to what, like 14, 15 millimeters, maybe even more, then it no longer becomes that 11mm. My 14mm is heavier. However, I don't need to do any of this cropping things, and I don't really need to shoot with significant stabilization. So my 14mm stays a true 14mm or close to it, whereas the 11mm becomes something completely different. The benefit of shooting with the 11mm is that it is a lot cheaper to replace if something were to happen to it. And the fact that I can actually put an ND filter on the front, it could be really good for vlogging. It's just easy. But for the 14mm, there's no ND filter, like I said, on the front. You can only put it behind the lens, which I don't want to open my camera up, and then the filter paper is, honestly, it's kind of silly. I'm wondering though if I can get away with just bumping my shutter speed with the 11mm and losing the ND filter. So I guess the moral of the story here is do what you want to do. Get over your fears and figure out which lens you want.